You know, like I 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 know. You know, like I know, like I know, like I know. You know, like I know, like I know, like I know. You know, like I know. You know, like I know. You know, like I know. What's good, y'all? Santorio Hector, Cleveland, Ohio record producer, self-taught investor, trader. Here, trading the market, looking at these stocks, looking at this market, go ballistic. So much volatility. And if ever a correction was needed, this is that correction, in my opinion. And listening to, and really, if I go to back to yesterday morning, as I think in my mind, I was awakened by to financial news on the TV about 5:30, and I just stayed up and watched the financial news. Like, the guys that really do this, they are up so freaking early, even earlier than the traders. And so I'm on their type of time now. Like, they're doing 12, 13-hour days. Like, so we think like you just do the time in the market. No, they're doing 13-hour days. Like, they're imagine you're an analyst, a panelist on a market television news show, and you run a hedge fund. See, so the guys that are portraying this life as these traders, just making all this money and spending all that money, they could be doing that, and they could be, but is that the smartest thing to do? If they print money like that, I'm not printing money like that. I hope that there will come a time that I'm printing money like that, and at the same time, um, I don't. I probably will have less freedom because of the things that I desire to build, and you know what I desire to do. You know what I mean? It's just like you can't do anything without money, and I just don't think that you can work yourself into freedom. I don't think jobs and employment were designed to free you. They market and advertise to you all day to keep you buying something new, a new subscription, and before you know it, you ain't even went and checked your budget to see if you could afford it, and you're outside of your budget. $5 outside of your budget, throw your budget off $5. That means you $5 in the arrears. Why would you want to start being behind instead of being ahead? So you spend less, you invest more, and as your investments grow in value, then you can spend a little bit. People work and spend more than they have. They go get it on credit. Who does that? You only use the credit when you have the money to pay it, so you're increasing the value of your credit. You're not paying your credit cards late. You're paying them early, or you paying them before they're due, so you have a good record. Watching the markets. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, guys. We here trading the market, trading the market, trading the market. So let's talk about it. It is woo. It's whoa. The market is going crazy. I tell you one thing. If you coming into this thing as a new trader, you couldn't learn during a better time, because if this is the market that you entered into as a new beginning trader, and you can maneuver it, I take my hat off to you because it is not the easiest thing to do. It could be done, and I don't know how anybody could do it without direction or guidance. Like, so for those that have people like Wall Street Trapper, Jim Cramer, I have Jim Cramer, and the CNBC Investing Club, CNBC Pro, and organizations that disseminate information and um, give news and do interviews with corporate CEOs and chief financial officers and the people that make decisions at these corporations to give you the best information and the most information possible for you to be able to make the decision if you self-manage your portfolio or if you trade or invest, and how to best move related to your portfolio. Now, in my opinion, for those that's panicking, because it's a raw shakeout, a raw shakedown just took place. I mean, with Bitcoin and with stocks and securities, a raw shakeout. And if you just, you know what I mean? If you're not already prepared, you have to prepare for these situations before they happen. You know what I mean? Now the VIX is making lower highs and lower lows, and when the VIX is going down, we know that the market is going up. But you might wonder, why does the stocks appear to still be going down? Well, it's not even 2 o'clock yet. Before 2 o'clock, I said earlier in the live that these stocks would have to hit their lowest lows. If they do that before 2, they'll be shooting back up. What's good? What's good? What's good? Marakavi, how you say? Marakavi, hey, what's up? What's up? Behave, behave. So listen. So I said that they would have to hit bottom. We got 9 people in the live without 9 likes. Can we get 9 likes? Can we get 9 likes? Can we get 9 likes? So this is an opinion. This is not investment advice as well. This is my opinion on what's going on in the market. Let's talk about it. What's going on in the market? The market appears to be tumbling, and it is, in fact, tumbling. Stocks are down. Bitcoin is down. If you really paid attention, I know it's probably hard for those that are invested, for those that trade, for those that don't have confidence in the market, new investors, panic selling, people getting stopped out of their positions trying to trade with bots and don't know what's going on. When the market is going down, the VIX is going up. So let me ask you this question. With all of these stocks going down, why is the VIX going down? This the shakedown. This the shakedown. Let's go to here. It's the shakeout. Since it's the institutions and the sharks and the whales that's driving the prices down to shake the people out of the securities that really don't deserve to be in the security. If you don't know how to hold, you should be buying more at these levels. You should never be selling unless you are a trader who is trading on borrowed money and then they forced you out of the stock. But if you didn't have a backup plan to get back in, if they forced you out at a loss, shame on you. You know, if you didn't have puts in place to hedge yourself against a downturn, shame on you. And you have to be smart. And if you don't know how to read Fibonacci candlesticks, shame on you for trying to trade. You may be able to invest without knowing how to read Fibonacci candlesticks, because all investors do is buy low and sell high. And traders who buy and trade in and out of stocks on a weekly, monthly, daily basis, then you definitely should know how to read the first technical indicator of a trend reversal, which is the Fibonacci candlesticks. I got limit buys, and they saw, and all of these stocks is slowly headed down towards the limit buys. If you want to know, in my opinion, what what Nvidia is going to have to come back to before it skyrockets back towards 200 and beyond. This is the 200 and beyond run. This time, it breaks the 206 resistance, and it goes a little higher before bouncing back down. At about 210, 220, you might be able to catch a quick put call, like bang, and hit a scalp right quick, and see what it's gonna do. At 220, might 210, 220 will probably be the next level of resistance on this next. And then it's going into January and February, crossing the two over the 250. In my opinion, that's Nvidia. But today, it's got to come back to this September the 5th level of 163, 162, 163. It's got to hit that today. People are gonna go crazy. That's my opinion now. Look, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. So, if you wanted to put some puts in, some puts for the day, if you can day trade, you want some puts for the day, take your money today. That bitch gonna go back up. And if you want to put some upside calls in, you know what I'm saying? When they hit around 160, 170, put some upside calls in for that shit to smack two in January. It's gonna smack two before January. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, man, I'm out of here. Let me go get to the business. This shit gonna come down, in my opinion. It's gonna come down to like 163. You know what I mean? This gonna come back down where I'm gonna get that limit buy before it go back up. Get that shit cheap. If they don't put my fucking option track contract in the money and my limit buy before the day is over, we gonna have problems with Robinhood. Watch Robinhood. Watch Robinhood. If they don't get their shit, if Robinhood don't get their shit together, they gonna be in a lot of trouble, man. Cause I think they should get their shit together. And then don't try to do me, though. Don't do me. Like, get my shit correct. Like, if somebody else let you do that, that's on them. They stopped a lot of people out, man. They shook a lot of people out of there. The market will rape you. The market will take all your money and have you in debt. Man. So be careful. Don't just come into this trying to trade. Learn to invest first. Go join the CNBC Investing Club. Let Jim Cramer teach you how to invest and learn how to pick stocks before you attempt to trade and, get with someone that can help you build a portfolio and teach yourself how to invest. And if you work in a day job, and if you have a good job, like I wasn't going to quit my job. Now, a lot of people don't make $23 an hour. I was never going to quit my job. However, if I could teach myself how to take money that I saved up and make the same amount of money from money that I saved up, trading it in the market, and continue to grow that, and just be humble and don't live above my means and pay myself. But I ain't even paying myself because I was blessed to be in a position where I had a great job. I worked. I was wrongfully terminated. So it qualified me for a year of unemployment. So I can give myself a year to see if I could be successful as a trader. Because I still get a check every week. So I get a check every week. My child support is paid every week. That money, those checks that I get every week help me pay my bills and little stuff. And so then I have music that comes in from my record company. So it's like I can infuse money into the market. I can still infuse money into the market. I don't. You know what I mean? But if you learn how to trade stock options contracts, now this is the truth. This is how you free yourself. Hey, what's up, Slay Baddie? What's up, Slay? Go check out my records. Go check out the records. That's what I really want y'all to do. I want y'all to check out the records and start streaming and listening to the records. And I want y'all to start downloading my records on your Apple and your Spotify. We make really good records. My artist, this Robin Hood right now. I'll be back. Let me tell y'all what Robin Hood said. This them call. I'm a screenshot so you can know that you can get a call from Robin Hood. I'm not bugging about that shit. I'm about to go buy me a whip.